Hello everyone, we are back with the Rams franchise. We are sitting in a great spot at 6-1, tied for the best record in the NFL. But if we want to make a trade to upgrade this roster, we'll have to do it now, because the trade deadline, it's already here. There are two positions I want to take a look at, cornerback and edge rusher. We'll start at cornerback, where Jair Alexander is on a Packers team that's underperforming, and I thought maybe we could get him. But the Packers, they are not interested in moving on from him. Marshawn Lattimore, he was really the only other cornerback I had interest in, but the Saints, they don't want to trade him away. At edge rusher, Josh Allen, we tried to sign him in free agency. He chose the Lions. They're 0-7, so I thought maybe we could make a deal for him, but I'm not giving up that much for him. Matthew Judon, he could be a backup for us, but I'm not going to give up 3 starters for a backup edge rusher. So these deals are just not going to happen. We're not going to be making any trades at the trade deadline. All the teams want way too much or are just not willing to even bother negotiating. So I guess we'll just stand pat at the trade deadline. Our roster is pretty good though, and we are playing well, so I guess it's okay. Michael Kirkpatrick, he has quietly taken over as the top tight end on this roster. He's been playing extremely well over our last 4 games. And he's currently number 3 on the team in receiving yards, only behind Cooper Kupp and Mike Williams. So he's been good. The offense, though, it has been way too reliant on Tanner Brown. He went 6 for 6 last week against the Cowboys, and he's already made 25 field goals this year. He is on pace to shatter the record for most field goals made this season. So we really have to stop kicking field goals and start scoring touchdowns on offense. On defense, Lonnie Culliver, he has had a strong first year as a starter for us. He's already got more tackles this year than he had all of last year. Sure, he's played more consistently, but he hasn't even played as many snaps this year as he did last year. Addison Caver, he had an amazing game last week. He shut down CeeDee Lamb, and because of that, his X-Factor ability is going to be active for this entire game. And maybe that can help him get his first interception on the season. He had 7 of them last year as a rookie. The Falcons are the team that we are taking on today, and yes, despite them being under 500, they do lead the NFC South, a division that they won last year. A big reason why was the play of Desmond Ridder, who had a monster season, but this year, it's been a different story. He leads the NFL in interceptions, and has already thrown double the amount of interceptions that he threw all of last year. Atlanta will be down their starting right guard and right tackle, so look for us to send a ton of pressure to that side to put a lot of pressure on Ridder and hopefully make him make some mistakes. But we have to be careful about it because the Falcons do have a lot of elite playmakers that can take the ball to the house if they're able to make one guy miss or break one tackle. The defense for the Falcons, it is pretty much the same since the beginning of the franchise. They have not really done anything to change it up. They still have Grady Jarrett, Jesse Bates, AJ Terrell. They did go out in the draft and get Earl Mann, who looks pretty promising. He did have 6.5 sacks as a rookie, but I guess I'm not too worried about the Atlanta defense, mostly just their offense and their playmakers. We'll get into this game. The Rams with possession. A deep ball on the first play to Cooper Kupp is over his head and out of reach, and Rosen hit him in stride. That could have been a 1-play touchdown to open the game. On 3rd down, Rosen is able to find Mike Williams on an out route just beyond the sticks where it gained at 12, not the 37. Rosen under quick pressure. He's got Michael Kirkpatrick making the catch over the middle, and he's down a yard short of the first down marker. They'll go to the I formation on 3rd down. Hand it off to Gibson, who runs right through the center of the Atlanta defense where a new set of downs. He's across midfield. The Rams now in Falcons territory. A pass into traffic to Mike Williams. He'll make the catch hanging on through a big hit. And he's down at the 40. 3rd down. Rosen to his left. It's O.J. Howard making the catch and Jeff Okudah bringing him down. Howard is a bit shaken up, but he should be able to return to this game after getting a bit of assistance on the sideline from a 34. Rosen to his right. He's got Hitchens and he's going to get upfield and be knocked out of bounds at the 22. So Rosen is now 6 of 7 with his only incompletion being an overthrow on a deep ball. A lot of underneath stuff has been completed. Gibson, he's got a gain of 2. Not much running for him on this first drive. Third down. Rosen trying to run for the first down, and he'll be tripped up by Lorenzo Carter. And that'll bring us to 4th and 5. And the Rams are going to settle for a field goal. I talked about it pregame that we wanted to score touchdowns and stop settling for field goals, but we kind of had to there. The Atlanta offense on the field now, and they're going to start their drive with a deep ball to Drake London, who averages over 12 yards per catch, and he'll double it with that reception, picking up 25 yards. A handoff to Bijan Robinson, and Kelvin Joseph is going to tackle him after a gain of 2. Bijan last week, he had nearly 100 yards on the ground. He's a very athletic running back, and they're going to target him on this pass, and he'll make the catch on 3rd down to extend this drive. A good route and a good catch by him from the 37 of LA. Bijan on the ground. He's got everybody surrounding him. The entire Rams defense is going to stop him in the backfield. 3rd and 12. Ritter has a man open over the middle of the field. It's McCole Hardman. And the Rams defense, what are they doing? They didn't even try to tackle him on that play, it looked like. And Hardman, he's got his first touchdown of the season, giving the Falcons the lead. Jermaine Barden on a punt return as the Falcons are up 7-3. He's going to get upfield and go down at the 45 and set the Rams offense up near midfield. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Rosen facing a blitz. He gets a pass off in time to Cooper Kupp, who will make the catch and go down exactly at midfield. 3rd and 5. Rosen facing a 4-man rush. He's going to check it down to Barden, who is met and brought down near the sticks, and they're going to give him the first down at the 44 of Atlanta. Now in the second quarter, it's a handoff to Barden, who's got space on the right side, and his first rush attempt of the game will result in a first down and a gain of 11 from a 33. Only a 4-man rush, and Rosen is going to go deep down the field to Barden in the end zone and miss him. Another missed deep ball from Josh Rosen. 3rd and 10. A blitz on the way. It's going to be a deep ball left side, this time to Anthony Schwartz, and Rosen will connect with him. That is Schwartz's first touchdown of the season, as he is just back from a torn labrum injury, and he's able to make an immediate impact to give the Rams the lead. You love to see a player come back from an injury and contribute right away, as Bijan Robinson is able to pick up a tough first down from a 38. Ritter is scanning and throwing into traffic. Oh my goodness. 3 defenders in the area, and it was nearly picked off. 3rd and 10. Ritter is going to extend the play, moving to his right end. He doesn't like what he sees, so he'll throw the ball away, and Atlanta will punt the ball away. The Rams taking over inside their own 30. It's a fake to Gibson. Pressure on Rosen is going to get there, but he gets the pass off in time to Kirkpatrick, who is guided out of bounds by A.J. Terrell at the 31. 3rd and 6. Rosen with 2 receivers to his left, and nobody open, so he's going to extend the play as long as he can before running and getting a first down. Knocked out of bounds at the 39. Under 8 minutes to go in the half. It's a fake to Gibson and a pass down the field to a wide open man in Kirkpatrick, who is inside the 15 and down at the 12. Lorenzo Carter is a bit shaken up on the play for the Falcons. The reason that Kirkpatrick was so wide open on the play was Keenan Russell. He's a threat back there. The utility man had 2 defenders try and cover him, and nobody went with Kirkpatrick, so he was wide open down the field. The Rams inside the red zone. They hand it off to Barden, who gets a block from Keenan Russell, and Barden will score his first touchdown in the NFL, and the Rams are going to extend their lead here in the first half. Going up 17-7. Ritter and the Falcons trying to answer back. They're going to start with a pass over the middle to McCole Hardman, who makes a good weight adjustment to make the grab from the 44. It's a pass on the right side to Kyle Pitts, who throws off Kelvin Joseph, and Jordan Fuller, the 6'6" tight end out of Florida, is rumbling down the field before getting brought down by his face mask, which will make the big play even bigger for the Falcons. Out to 13. It's a pass on the left side to Drake London, who is going to bounce off a caver and be brought down by Nolan Walker at the 7. 2nd and 5. Ritter has time, but it's running out. He's going to step up and find a running lane, scrambling his way into the end zone. And Atlanta will answer back and make it a 1-score game again. The Rams will begin this drive out of 21 personnel. It's a toss left side to Gibson, who is able to get to the edge, and he'll be knocked out of bounds by Jesse Bates at the 40. The Falcons have really focused in on Gibson and shutting him down in this first half. Here is Gibson on the right side. He'll juke out Josie Jewell, the 8th-year linebacker out of Iowa, and pick up a solid gain. Third down. Rosen to his left. He's got Cooper Kupp wide open. Atlanta tried to cover Cooper Kupp with a defensive lineman, and just his second here in the NFL in Earl Mann, and it didn't work out clearly. Rosen to his left again, this time to Mike Williams, who will lay out and make a heck of a grab. He got enough separation from Jeff Okudah there from the 23. Rosen will go down the field for Cooper Kupp, will make the catch near the 5 and plant his foot and cut up field, beating A.J. Terrell for a touchdown. And the Rams are going to go back up by 2 scores in the first half. A 10-point lead for the Rams getting late in the first half. Here is Bijan Robinson. He'll find a lane and find a first down. Going down to the 44, just his 4th rush attempt of the game. Ritter is going to have his pass batted down at the line of scrimmage by Kobe Turner. He tried to find McCole Hardman there. Third down. Ritter is going to look to his right, and he's going to be picked off by Benji Shepard. The rookie edge rusher out of Oregon State is going to pick off a pass, the first time he has done that in his NFL career. And the Rams are going to take over already in Atlanta territory. A quick third down. Rosen throws to his left, and he's going to be picked off. Jeff Okudah is going to pick him off. The first interception of his season. He is their leading tackler with 40 of them coming into this game, and he's able to make an impact there by picking a pass off. Ritter under pressure, and he can't get away. He'll be sacked by Byron Young, who is back from his dislocated knee that had him out for a while. It's a loss of 4. Ritter, after the sack, is going to move to his left, and he can't get the throw off in time. He'll be sacked this time by Ronnie Perkins, and that would pretty much knock the Falcons way too far back to want to do anything. So they're just going to run the ball here with Bijan Robinson on 3rd and long, and the Rams would call a timeout and force the Falcons to punt away. The Rams have less than a minute to try and get down the field. Here is Mike Williams making a catch on the left side. He'll go down right away at the 36 of Atlanta. Now under 30 seconds to go in the half. It is a screen pass to Gibson. He is going to head towards the sideline and go to bounds at the 26. No! The clock is still winding, and the Rams didn't realize it, so they end up wasting a bunch of time and will now have to just kick a field goal that Tanner Brown is at least able to make. And we will head into halftime with the Rams on top of the Falcons, 27-14. We'll see if Atlanta can make a bit of a comeback in the second half. The Cowboys, who we beat last week, are already up 21-3 on the Broncos. A huge first half for CeeDee Lamb, who, remember, we held down to just 48 yards on the day when we played him. Atlanta with possession here in the third quarter, and Ritter is running for his life. He'll be sacked by Bobby Brown III for a loss of 11. On 2nd and 21, it's a fake to Robinson, and Ritter is going to be sacked on back-to-back plays. That time it was Kobe Turner bringing him down, and the Falcons are going to end up punting the ball away after not doing anything on 3rd down. LA take it over near midfield. Here is Gibson going nowhere, only a gain of 3. And on the play, he's a bit shaken up, and he'll head back to the locker room. He will not return to this game. Hopefully it's not too serious. That would be a pretty devastating loss for the Rams if he has to miss a significant amount of time. On 3rd down, they'll put it in the hands of Tremaine Barden, and he will get the first down. Going down at the 36, expect to see a lot of Barden with no more Gibson the rest of the way. 3rd down, Rosen. He's got space on the right side, and he sees it. He's going to take off and scramble for the first down, sliding down the 22. The Rams facing another 3rd down. Rosen lobs to the end zone, and Vernon Hitchens will make the catch in the back of the end zone. That is his first touchdown of the season, and it was a beautiful throw from Josh Rosen. A 33-14 lead for the Rams is not enough. They'll go for 2. A pass on the left side to Mike Williams. He'll make the catch and complete the 2-point conversion. So LA up by 21 in the 3rd quarter. Bijan Robinson heading to his right. He's going to get met by Jason Till with a second. And go down at the 41 with a first down. Now up at midfield. It's Robinson to his right. He's going to find another lane and get another first down. Maybe a bit too late in the game to be running it when you're down by 21, but it's working out for him a bit. They are moving the ball, except here. A loss of 4 for Bijan as he runs right into Byron Young. 3rd and 8. Ritter is going to go to his right, and he's got Kyle Pitts, who has made a few nice plays today. He's down to the 19. So Atlanta now in the red zone. Ritter is running at a time, and he's going down. He'll be sacked by Lonnie Culliver for a loss of 7. The third quarter winding down. It is a fake to Bijan. Ritter is dancing around back there, getting happy feet. He'll go down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. He wanted Hardman down the field, but Caver was there to deny it. 4th and 16 to begin the fourth quarter. The Falcons are going to go for it, down by 21. Ritter, he knows he can't run for it. He'll extend the play, lob to the end zone, and Drake London will pull it down. There is a flag on the play, so let's see what it's for. It is illegal touching on Drake London, so the touchdown will not count, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And a big stop by the Rams defense, but the offense, it wouldn't do much. So Atlanta's offense back out there, and they're going to try and go down the field. A deep ball right away, but Nolan Walker was able to break the pass up. 3rd down. Ritter trying a quarterback draw, and it is a disaster. A loss of 6. Devin White was all over that one. Atlanta again going forward on 4th down. This time deep in their own territory. Ritter, he gets a throw off. It is over the head of Ernest Jones, and incomplete. Another turnover on downs, and this time it is likely going to cost the Falcons the game. If Atlanta is able to score here, this game's pretty much over. It'll be Jose Pitts, the 3rd-string running back, getting the carry and picking up a gain of 8. It is nice to see Jose Pitts getting some carries after, you remember a few weeks ago, really showed off a lot of hustle and saved a pick 6 and helped us get a win against the rival 49ers. 2nd to go from the 1. Keenan Russell, the utility man, will get the carry, and he'll score a touchdown. The first rushing touchdown of his NFL career, and the Rams are going to pour it on. Now up 42-14, the game is getting out of hand, but Ritter, he's going to try a quarterback draw again. This time it does work out. He's had a bit of success running the ball. He did score a touchdown doing so earlier. 3rd down for the Falcons. A pass on the left side will be caught by Hardman, but he couldn't quite get the first down. So Atlanta will again go forward on a 4th down today, handing it off to Bijan Robinson, and he's going to be brought down short of the first down marker. It is another turnover on downs, and this one is just going to end the game. The Rams would run it out and go on to win this one and pick up their 7th win of the season. The defense, it has now played well in back-to-back games. Last week, it was against an elite offense in Dallas that we held down for the majority of that game. This week, against Atlanta, sure, they don't have the best quarterback, but they have good playmakers, and we did shut them out in the second half and held them to just 14 points on the game. If our defense is able to keep on playing like this over the rest of the season, into the postseason, we're going to be a very tough team to beat. That was a major problem for us last year, that our defense just wasn't great. This year, though, I feel like it's starting to turn the corner. Hopefully they keep it up. The offense, I don't want to shortchange them. They were able to score 42 points and only had to kick 2 field goals. A massive improvement over last week where we had to kick 6. So the offense, the defense, they both played well, and even the special teams was fine. The really just most complete game we have played the entire season. Have some upgrades to go through. Vernon Hitchens with one here. He caught his first touchdown pass of the season. He's been utilized more as a run blocker when we have 3 wide receivers on the field or really just a decoy. So it was cool to get him a touchdown. Benji Shepard caught his first interception of his career. Sure, I was using him. I didn't really expect him, though, to actually make the catch. He doesn't have the highest catch rating. Nolan Walker, he's played a bit more these last couple of weeks than you probably would have thought after he had multiple bad games earlier in the year. Hopefully he keeps on doing all right out there. Jason Taylor the second, getting 3 to his play rec, 2 to his awareness. The last upgrade we have is for Jordan Fuller. we'll go hybrid, and he's going to get 2 does awareness and 1 to a few other things. Brian Sandridge is unfortunately injured again. He has been hurt numerous times in his young NFL career, and now he's going to miss some time with an abdomen tear. So Antonio Mafi, who we have asked to fill in a bunch already for Sandridge, will have to do it again. We have gone out and signed a backup center in Larry Godfrey, who we did actually almost draft. He was just chilling out there in free agency, so I thought, why not bring him in to be the backup with Brian Sandridge out. Preston Smith, he will be released since we no longer need him because Michael Hoyt will be back next week. And if you're wondering, Antonio Gibson, he does have no injury designation, which is great. His play this year, though, can I really classify it as great? Not exactly. He's been good, not great. And I would love to see him doing closer to what he did last year. Doesn't have to be exact, just a bit more. Keenan Russell, he's been one of my favorite players on the team. He is so versatile, a good blocker. He's played some fullback, some receiver, some running back, some tight end, and he really just does it all for us on the field. And he's good at it, so we're going to keep on using him in that super utility role. Kobe Turner, he's been an unsung hero. We really just have not talked about a ton. He actually has a sack in now 3 straight games, and because of that, he is leading the team in sacks on the season, and he's leading the team in tackles for loss on the season, and he's been good. DeMarcus Lawrence, I don't know how to feel about him because he's not really racking up a ton of stats, but I also don't feel like he's playing poorly. He's just kind of there, and I would love to see him rack up some better stats, but if our defense is playing well, I guess it's okay if he doesn't. Let's talk about the future of the offensive line. I think we're set on the left side with Francois Avila. Sandridge has been okay at center, but he's been injury prone, so we could add some depth there. On the right side, Lewis, he's been okay as well, and he is set to be a free agent, so we could move on from him. We could bring him back. I could go either way on him right now. Tevin Jenkins, he's intriguing because we could leave him at tackle, where he's been okay for us, or if we move on from Lewis, we could move Jenkins to guard, which is where he played for the Bears, and played really well. And I would probably say he'd be better at guard than tackle at this point after having seen what he did for the Bears, comparing it to what he's done this year for us as a tackle. And if you're wondering about the prospects on the offensive line in this upcoming draft class, the tackles look better than the guards. So that is something to keep in mind. The Cowboys were able to hang on and beat the Broncos, despite giving up a lot of points in the fourth quarter. It was a monster game for CeeDee Lamb, who we were able to hold to just 48 yards, remember, when we played him. The Raiders won 38-17 over the Jets behind a huge performance from their second-year quarterback John Smith, who won AFC Offensive Player of the Week. The Seahawks made a comeback in the fourth quarter against the Jaguars, but Glenn Smith, he threw a few interceptions, and the Seahawks would lose the game in overtime. The Cardinals would end up losing to the 49ers 38-21, and the main reason why, Carl Crane, the second-year quarterback out of Clemson, had to start, and he threw 4 interceptions. Why did he start? Well, Kyler Murray, he's got a broken thumb, and he will miss their game next week against the Colts as well. But the good news for them is that they do have a bye week in Week 10 to get him healthy. With that loss by the Cardinals and the win by us, we have gained a bit of separation in the division. The team that we're going to be taking on next week, it's the Bengals, who did just beat the Bills, a very good team. And it is going to be a primetime game. It's a Super Bowl rematch from the 2022 Super Bowl, and I'm interested to see how our defense is going to do against their offense and Joe Burrow. We'll see if we can keep on riding high or not. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.